Hello and welcome to episode number 16. Resilient, able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions. Hello and welcome. Today is April 22nd, 2021. Adversity is everywhere. It presents itself when you're least expecting it, and it's usually accompanied by anxiety, disappointment, grief, shame, sadness, frustration, moving on from and even growing through a difficult or traumatic experience. It can be very difficult, but it is possible. I am sure we all have heard of the inspiring stories of people who have bounced back from adversity, such as death of a loved one, losing a job, or serious physical illness. What should we do when we are faced with hardships? How will we deal with our pain? And can we prepare for this inevitable experience? Given that we are currently in the midst of an adverse situation, the COVID-19 pandemic, we have learned that by being resilient, we have been able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions and to do so in a way that leads to functioning healthy over a period of time. Resilience is not about bouncing back, but also about experiencing some sort of growth, such as finding meaning and purpose, self-awareness, or experiencing improvements in relationships. People who struggle to recover from negative life events might think something is inherently wrong with them, which isn't true. When we have access to certain external resources, it can be a major factor in anyone's ability to display resilience. All of us can be more resilient at one stage in our lives, but less so in another. And by being resilient, that doesn't mean that you won't have a wound or a scar. Almost everyone suffers some sort of negative effect, such as emotional strains throughout the journey of adversity. Resilient individuals manage to recover well. Resilience comes from being in touch with adversity, not from trying to stay positive all the time or always running away from difficulties in life. Many of us are taught from an early age that we should avoid difficulties or stress. But some exposure to some level of stress provides you with the necessary challenges to become stronger in the face of hardships. If you're always avoidant of challenges in life, when an avoidable hardship arises, you won't have developed the necessary skills to cope. Now that we all know that we will all encounter some sort of hardships, understanding the complex dynamic nature of resilience is important because it shows that there is no magic pill or recipe that will make you resilient. We all have our own way of coping with distress, our own pace of recovery, and levels of learning from crisis. It's totally fine to fail to recover quickly. It's okay to get hurt or lost during difficult times, but just remember not to stay there long. Phew. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to create this podcast, but I managed. Thank you, God. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to my podcast and for all the likes and shares. My heart is full of gratitude. Well, that's it for today. My next episode will be April 29th, 2021 at 1 p.m. Don't be late and happy podcasting.